Welcome to TBT, all those who are here in person, those who are worshiping with us virtually.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. We are glad you are with us. We hope you will join us in all that we do. Our children will be participating with us up here on the Bema for some of our songs, and we hope that they enjoy being part of our service as much as we enjoy having them with us. And so we would like to call them up to lead us in Maya Fe Hayom. Yes?
Coming up.
Eli and Ava.
And you have your mic.
There you go. Come on up. Genevieve.
Light up shoes and everything. Crown. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you.
Good
That
job,
was
you
gorgeous.
guys. All right, go back to Mommy and Daddy.
We invite Natalie Wurtzer, our Director of Education, as well as our children to come to the front again to lead us in the candle blessing, page 120.
Eli, you want to come? Want to come help light candles? Come on.
It's okay for boys to light candles, it really is.
Noam's there.
Okay, King Eli, no. Shabbat Shalom. And now that Shabbat has officially begun, we welcome her as we would a bride, and we join together with Dodi Lee, page 129. Shabbat is meant to be infused with joy, and so we join together with Lechun Ranana, page 130. Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai.
Lechun ranana l'Adonai, Nariya letzor Yishenu, Nekadma fanav v'todah, b'zmirot nariya Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo, pasu miyom yeshuato, sapru v'goyim kevodo, bechol hamamim nivlotav, gidol Adonai, u'rua me'od, yora'u al pe'orim, Yerushalayim, Elohim, Adonai Shamayim asa, od ve'adam levanav, od ve'tiferet ve'mikdasho, Elai, 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 Yaleh Shamayim v'tal haaretz, Yiraya u'melom yazadim bechol asher bo. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Now that we have sung Shabbat Shalom, let's take a moment to turn to our neighbors, our friends, and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. And we continue to sing praises to Adonai, this time with different instruments, with our voices, with the lyre, with trumpets. Zamru Adonai, page 134.
Zamru l'Adonai bechino, bechino bechol zimra, b'chatzotzrot bechol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, Yirah hayam
Lecha Dodi on page 138 bids us to welcome Shabbat as if she were a bride. In some traditional circles, it is the custom for mourners to wait outside until Lecha Dodi is sung, and then as we rise, we welcome them to join us. And so we will hope that there are no mourners among us, but if that is the case, we will welcome them as we do, all of us. We sing verses 1, 2, 5, 6, and then before verse 9, we will rise and face the door as if to welcome the Shabbat bride.
שבת נקבלה.
Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, a song for the Sabbath day, page 140.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון בחינוך, צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובן בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולאו
We separate the introductory prayers welcoming Shabbat with the core service of Shabbat, the Arvit, with Chatzi Kaddish, page 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש רבה, בעלמא תברח חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, וחייכנו יומכון, וחייתך בית ישראל, בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמיה במבורך, לעולם לעולם נעמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל, ויתהלך שנת קודשה בריחו, לאילן מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן מעלה, ואמרו אמן.
We rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146.
Yada
We read together in the middle of page 149 in the English. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Ahavat Olam on page, actually, 150. Ahavat Olam is God's everlasting love for the Jewish people. It's a love that comes with obligations and responsibilities, but it's a love that brings us closer and helps us to create a strong community. We know of these rules and obligations through the Torah, and with this in mind, we're going to sing about the sweetness of Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Baruch atah Adonai. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues.
We take a moment to think about our breath, something we often take for granted, and how it is God who is the essence of that breath. We connect our nishamot, our souls, with our nishimot, our breaths, as we affirm the oneness of God and all of us who were created in God's image. The Shema, page 152 and 153.
Shema
Ve'ahavta, page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך הדרך, ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו. אנחנו ישראל עמו. We continue to the bottom of page 156 silently. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Mi Chamocha, page 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילו תוסף אלה, נורא תהילו תוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, פוקע ים לכיבוש של מרים, זה אלינו ויאמרו, זה אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי לי לי, יא לי לי לי, יא לי לי לי.
Nighttime for many can be a time of fear and darkness in more ways than just physically. The Hashkivenu prayer asks God to protect us from all that we fear, all that hurts us. And if you can imagine the children of Israel having crossed the sea and are now entering that large wilderness, not knowing how long it will take them, even though we have the spoiler and know, that darkness and that sense of being alone without the comforts of home, they ask God to protect them. And so, for all that we fear, for all that adds darkness to our lives, we turn to God and ask that we may lie down in peace and raise ourselves up to life renewed. Hashkivenu, page 160.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, Vehamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, Vehamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Ufros Aleinu, Sukkot Shlomecha, V'tagenu b'etzah, Tov ani lefanecha. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that they don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
And in those times of darkness, we tend to let that overpower all that we do during the week. And then comes Shabbat, a time when God commands us to rest. And even though darkness may surround us the rest of the week, it might be helpful for us to take one day, 24 to 25 hours, to let the pain melt away, to take that time to re-soul ourselves, to refresh our souls, and to give ourselves permission to observe a palace in time rather than the space that fills our lives the rest of the week. And so we sing Vishamru, reminding ourselves that God gave us this day because God, him or herself, rested after 6 days of hard work and was refreshed. Vishamru, page 162.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam. B'nei Yisrael, B'nei Yisrael,
rise for the tefillah, the Amidah, beginning on page 164, and then we will continue silently through the end of the prayers.
Open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Say shalom bimroma, uya say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, uya say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma.
Say
We add to our prayers the words of the Misha Berach, a prayer for healing, those in need of healing of body and of spirit, those who suffer from addictions, those whose prayers go unanswered. If there's somebody whose name you would like to add to our prayers, we'll go around the room, and please feel free to add them. For those mentioned and those we hold in our hearts, we sing the words of the Misha Berach, page 371. And now, you know what this means? Gary got it. Yes, blessings. It's family services, and that means birthdays and anniversaries. So if you have a birthday in the month of January, Sebastian, come on up and share the good news with us. I know there's a way to turn it on. Thank you, Zachary. So, working, that's better. Oh, good, one woman. Yay. Whew, look at their old man. All right. So tell us who you are, when your birthday is, and if you care to choose, if you care to share, how old you will be.
My name is Anna, and I'll be turning 17 on the 25th.
Your cheering section's here.
Hi, I'm Bernie Kotkin. I'm going to be 80 years old on the 21st.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
80. 3 more years till your bar mitzvah.
Sebastian Fellman, January 28th, I will be 21.
We're going to go out.
Gary Gruber, tomorrow I will be the big 70.
You were 10 years old when he was born.
Tom Toby. I was born on the 12th of January, and I'll turn 73.
What's your name?
Noah.
Oh, come here. When's your birthday? January what? Hold up one finger. When's your birthday? January? December 1st? How old are you now?
He's
He's free? Oh, you're 3. He's going to turn 4? In December. I'm so confused. Eli, your birthday's not this month. Is it? No. No, I didn't think so. Aren't you? October? Your Halloween. So for those celebrating birthdays in the month of January, we sing.
Vehianu vekimanu vehigianu Azman hazeh Uchata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehianu vekimanu vehigianu Azman
Yom Huledet Sameach, happy birthday. You may be seated.
Oh, it's from my mic. It makes it
And
go.
do we have anybody celebrating a wedding anniversary in the month of January? Those who missed the deadline for the end of the year tax benefit and started off the new year with getting married. Nobody? No January anniversaries. Okay. Quiet month for anniversaries. Okay. Can I just leave it here? Okay. So Shabbat Shalom again. As you know, Rabbi Nico is on vacation, and I hope you read his article in the January Scroll, because it talked about how to celebrate Shabbat even though you are on vacation, which is a Shabbat of sorts anyway. So, how many of you made New Year's resolutions as we approached 2018? What was it, Genevieve? Do you want to share?
To procrastinate less and also to write 18 instead of 17.
To procrastinate less.
And to write 18 instead of
Well, I like the one about writing 18 because that takes some time to get used to. The one about procrastinating, when are you going to do that? Later, right? A little bit later. Sharon, what about you? What was do you want to share what your New Year's resolution was? No. Okay. So many of us do make New Year's resolutions as we approach the new secular years. It might be to shed some unwanted pounds, which is the number one New Year's resolution that happens according to statistics. Maybe to exercise more, or to just generally take better care of ourselves. Believe it or not, Judaism and Torah support these popular aspirations at the turn of each new secular year. You may not think it, given our traditional foods during Hanukkah, Purim, and Passover, oil, butter, and schmaltz, rendered chicken fat aside, it is a mitzvah to be healthy and well. Our tradition calls it Shmirat Haguf, literally guarding the body. In the book of Deuteronomy, we find the verse, "Guard yourself and guard your soul very carefully." Biblical commentators have understood this passage to be the religious imperative of taking care of both body and soul. As the Jewish philosopher Philo of Alexandria put it, the body is the soul's house. Therefore, shouldn't we take care of our house so that it doesn't fall into ruin? Moses Maimonides, a towering Jewish thinker and physician to Egyptian royalty, hence our connection to this week's Parsha, Henry, knew better than most the importance of physical health and wellness and its relationship to spirituality. He devoted an entire chapter to bodily health and well-being in his comprehensive compendium of Jewish law known as Mishneh Torah. He began the chapter by writing, "When keeping the body in health and vigor, one walks in the ways of God. It is a person's duty to avoid whatever is injurious to the body and cultivate habits conducive to health and vigor." In Judaism, a healthy body gives us the strength to fulfill the mitzvot and sacred actions of our religion. A healthy body helps us thrive in our everyday lives, and by taking care of our bodies, fulfilling the mitzvah of Shmirat Haguf, we take responsibility for and demonstrate our deep appreciation for the divine gift and miraculous workings of the human body. We emphasize this notion in our morning prayers as we say, "Should but one of our openings not open or our closings not close, it would be impossible to rise and stand before you, O God." So how does one go about fulfilling this mitzvah of Shmirat Haguf? It goes back to those perennial New Year's resolutions: diet and nutritious eating, exercise and physical activity, avoiding things that harm the body, and embracing those things that benefit the body. Regarding diet and nutrition, the Jerusalem Talmud says, "It is forbidden to live in a city that does not have a vegetable garden." Today, we well understand this Talmudic wisdom. The most current recommendations of the USDA advise us to fill half of our plates with vegetables and fruit. The other half should comprise grains and lean protein. Food is so essential to Jewish living, and healthier food choices in the new year help us to fulfill the mitzvah of Shmirat Haguf, taking care of our bodies. You can even check out a column written by our own Judy Kanziger this past Tuesday in the OC Register on healthy Jewish cooking. Some mouth-watering recipes await you to get you ready for next Saturday's chocolate fantasy luncheon. Exercise and physical activity. Maimonides wrote, "As long as a person exercises and exerts himself, sickness does not befall him and his strength increases. But one who is idle and does not exercise, even if he eats healthy foods and maintains healthy habits, all his days will be of ailment and his strength will diminish." The robust scientific research on the many health benefits of exercise and physical activity bear out much of Maimonides' bold claim. Physical activity and exercise reduce the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, coronary heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain cancers. Exercise and physical activity promote general well-being, stronger bones and muscles, improved cognitive functioning among older adults, and the creation of new brain cells. Physical activity and exercise also have been proven to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. So many health benefits accrue from physical activity that it could be the single most important resolution we make to improve our wellness and help fulfill the mitzvah. Avoiding things that harm the body. Judaism is in many ways a path of moderation. We are encouraged to enjoy the body and bodily pleasures, while at the same time to avoid excesses in food, drink, and other physical and mental enjoyments. In Hebrew, it's called Shavil HaZahav, the golden path. Smoking, alcohol, and drug abuse, and other forms of addiction, including workaholism, rob us of our mental well-being and health, and cause pain and suffering to our loved ones. Part of the Shmirat Haguf mitzvah is recognized when our behaviors have become harmful to ourselves and to others, making necessary changes and seeking professional help when needed. Embracing things that benefit the body. Research calls rest and sleep a game changer for physical and emotional health. Perhaps we've all felt it when we didn't get a good night's sleep. Deprived of inadequate sleep, the world can look very different. We may feel irritable, more pessimistic, less able to concentrate and focus on everyday activities and tasks. We can feel fatigued and weak. Our memory suffers, our immune system weakens, we eat more. We are more susceptible to colds and flu. Sleep deprivation puts us at greater risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Sleep is key to health, as important as good nutrition and exercise. Perhaps it is for this reason that Rabbi Judah said in the Talmud, "The night was created for no other purpose than sleep." Shabbat comes as a gift every week to command us towards Shmirat Haguf. The Vishamru prayer we just sang specifically addresses the commandment to observe and guard the seventh day. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat through the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel, for in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Literally, God was re-souled. Judaism views the human body as a precious, wondrous gift from God that we are to protect and nurture. It is the home of the soul, the spark of God within us. Body and soul, so intimately interconnected, require care and attention no matter our age. With proper sleep, diet, and nutrition, exercise and physical activity, and by avoiding things that harm the body, we can practice Shmirat Haguf, helping us thrive in our everyday lives. Wishing you health and wellness in the new year. After all, it's a mitzvah. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. We continue on page 586 with the Aleinu. Please rise.
Aleinu leshabeach l'Adon hakol, lateit gerula liyotzer breshit, shelo arsanu k'goyei haratzon, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu gorim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz, u'moshav yekaru b'shamayim ima'al, u'shchinatu zo b'govim v'rovim, hu Eloheinu Eiro, emet malkeinu efes ulato, k'katuv b'torato, v'yodato hayom. Hashivot elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, bashamayim ima'al, v'ha'aretz mitachat einon, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech hakol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. We now turn our thoughts to those whose journey on earth has left and those we keep with us in our hearts. You will notice at the bottom of our Kaddish list, the Shloshim. It's been a particularly painful week for our congregation as those of our TBT family have lost loved ones, and we have lost 2 of our own congregants. Herb Weiler was 90, and Faye Quaid was 100. While they lived long lives, it's still painful when they are no more. You also see that there are numbers in parentheses after the names of our Shloshim list. That is the first or the 4th week of the 30 days in which they are listed. Lila will read the names for us.
Verna Andrews, Aaron Berger, Ruth Berglis, Joseph Bernhut, Scott Bolivar, Saul Bressler, Alfred Bronson, Maureen Brosco, Susan Carl, John Cooper, Ann DeVolder, David Friedheim, Betty Goldberg, Robert Goldberg, Ray Goodman, Edward Goodstein, Robert Gorlick, Max Harmon, Leona Hirschfeld, Manuel Klasky, Diane Leeds, Ellie Julian Levy, Sadie Malaski, Julian Marcus, Juan Martinez Pardo, Minnie Michael, Sydney Nannis, Henry Phillips, Rose Prizant, Bruce Richter, Kitty Rubin, Mary Ruskin, Mila Sampson, Leona Segler, Bretta Shuby, Edward Smith, Menashe Sofer, Tommy Thompson, Giselle Wiseman, Auslin, Harold Lowenstein. And we're in the first 30 days for Shloshim for Carol Litt, Betty Henderson, Frank Fay, Alberta Stahl, Herb Weiler, Faye Quaid, Karen Youngerman, Lisa Heller.
If you are in the Shiva period, the first week of mourning, please rise. If you're in the Shloshim period, the first 30 days, please rise. If you're in the first year of mourning, please rise. If you're observing a yort site this week, please rise. You may wish to support our mourners by rising, or you may remain seated according to your custom. We join the mourners on page 598 with the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudisha b'richu. La'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. A few announcements before our closing song. I would like to invite Natalie Wurtzer, our Director of Education, for the most important announcement of all tonight. No pressure, no pressure.
Before I make that announcement, Anna, if you are 17, that means 15 years ago you were in my preschool classroom? Yeah. I'm still 30, by the way. Only you have aged, but it really warms my heart to have you up here all these years later, leading us in service. It's so beautiful. And thank you, Zach, as well, who was in pre-K with my son at that same time. So lovely to have you here, too. So our Havaya youth group is going on a Shabbaton next weekend to Cedar Falls, and you have a chance to support them. We have a raffle going on, and I'm going to tell you really quickly what the prizes are. But if you'd like to buy tickets from me tonight, the prices and all that I'll give to you then. But you can win admittance for 4 to a park hopper pass to Disneyland, plus $50 of Disney cash. You can win a private tour of the Disney Studios in Burbank, including lunch with one of our members, Darren Jones. And the third prize is a date night in downtown Brea, which includes a gift certificate to Cha Cha's restaurant, two paint sessions at Pinot's Palette, and a bottle of rosé and some spark goblets. And so any money that you put towards this raffle goes into a general fund for a couple of kids that can't pay for the whole thing themselves, and that'll help subsidize their trip. You can also pick what prize you want to be entered for, so it won't just be random for that. So if you could support our youth going to the camp out next weekend, I'd certainly appreciate it. Just see me after services. And Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. So, the few announcements that are on your program booklet, if you didn't pick one up, they are outside on the table. One thing that didn't make it onto here, I don't know who types this, but whoever it is, she should be replaced, Henry. Next Friday night, our service will begin at 7:30 p.m. Some of you have mentioned, not those of you in the room because you are here at 6:30, but some have mentioned that 6:30 is a little difficult in order to get to services and have dinner. So once a month, we are going to try having a 7:30 service instead, the second Friday of the month, and that would be next Friday. So please spread the word and encourage those who have been saying that it's too hard for them to get here at 6:30 to join us next Friday. We expect the seats to be filled, so we look forward to celebrating Shabbat with you.
Senior choir, adult choir will be singing.
Oh, even more reason to come. There you go. Kol Tikva Adult Choir will enhance our service, and please come and support them. How many are in the choir now? It must be... Raise your hand if you're in the choir. There you go. And more. And more. So we look forward to Kol Tikva joining us and having 7:30 p.m. services. You should have gotten an email late this afternoon about our chocolate fantasy luncheon next Saturday. We are welcoming Rabbi Deborah Prince, author of Jews on the Chocolate Trail. If you did not already know, Jews and chocolate are integrally intertwined. Jews and chocolate are like Jews and schmaltz. They just go together. So we will have a dairy lunch, catered lunch, followed by chocolate desserts. We have a chocolate contest for bakers, and of course, those will be the desserts. You sample, you judge, and Deborah Prince will be telling us about her book. Reservations must be received by the end of Tuesday. We are turning in our numbers to the caterer on Wednesday morning. So please help us if you plan on coming and you have not RSVP'd now. The rest of these things you can read about. Call the office if you have any questions. We look forward to a very, very busy month. We have 3 guest speakers in the next 3 weeks. So very full calendar of wonderful activities to keep you engaged. Our closing song, we invite our children up to join us. Have we got a treat for you? And please join us in the social hall for our
Children would
Kiddush
be
and
anyone
Oneg.
under the age of 20.
Under the age of 20?
Uh-oh.
Okay, there you go.
Uh-oh. All right. Eli, Noam, Ava.
We're starting here.
Ready? This is a lot of clapping in it. This song's got a lot of clapping involved, so warm your hands up. Get them ready. Wiggle those fingers. Ready, Eva? This tree of life can be found in your packets.
It is the second page in the packet.